I am bad at rhythm games, and I am bad in this game. This game called Rhythm Doctor. I managed to get so most of it on normal, but the least of 2 or 3 levels had me lowering the difficult over and over just to see what was coming. But I'm glad I did. Even with Ace's tools, it's a handful for a novice, and the spectacle Rhythm Doctor strives for is worth seeing. The music is fantastic. Naturally, it matched in quality by the visual, which is funny because I eventually found the best way to play more of the level was with my eyes closed. The number of easy to get over helmet, but the game recognizes and expects this, and has perfectly paced tutorials that don't patronize you. Getting over helmet happens to be a theme in the game, as a matter of fact, one worth paying attention to. I check it out on a friend recommendation, and if I said friend sees this review, dinner's on me next time. I think we could both use the break. I have never been one for rhythm games, they just never really spoke to me. But Rhythm Doctor has blown me away in its quality deep and story. Its spectacular writing got me hooked really instantly, and the tracks fit perfectly to each and every level. The boss are absolutely my favorite out of any game I have ever played. Not to say the rest of the level aren't similar fantastic. My singular gripes is that the game can be quite difficult, so again I haven't played much else in this genre, but I never felt it was unfair on me. At $20 it is a bit more than I would normally pay for this length for an experience, but the replayability and unbelievable high quality note of any idea in my head, it was too high a cost. This game has gone up to near the top of my favorite game of all time. I would highly recommend it. I feel like the thumbs up down system doesn't really do this game justice, so there is my whole ramble on why I love Rhythm Doctor. As a music buff, I surprisingly find the gameplay incredibly fun and engaging. It's super satisfying to hit exactly when you're supposed to, and it has the perfect blend of easy to learn, hard to master that you really want in one button game. Rhythm Doctor even teach you actually music theory along the way. At the beginning you just continue 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Soon, however, you're going a triplet missing beats out. Working with a regular and irritation time signature and treating multiply passion at once and polyterms. I think it because of its grounding in music theory that the game works as well as it does. Considering this is a music game, it should be one surprise that a lot of attention was paid to the audio and the really shows. Every cue feels distinct and satisfying to hear. They pop right out and never get mundane by the music or lost in the mix. The freeze and burn beats are so crunchy, they feel like ear candy, and I really like how there are different rotation of it cues to complete the wide variety of musical styles sought the game. In one word, superb, in one two words, amazingly superb. I admit some of the earlier track in Act 1 felt no even matter, a bit less polished, but the team clearly developed their music chop over time. By Act 3 you'll have vertigo from the chronic head popping, and by the end of the game you'll probably have a concussion. They always dabble in so many styles and balance them all elegantly: dubstep, jazz, bossa nova, EDM, lo-fi, you name it. The features artists are all excellent in their own right and absolutely worth checking out. And I really appreciate how transparently they're credited in the level menus. Most noticeable in the later act, the word painting is also brilliant. There is fantastic interplay between lyrics and music in almost all of Act 7, and it blends together into a very cohesive package. It generally feels like you're actively contributing to the beat of the music. At the same time, it's unstoppable, uncanny, and unpredictable when it needs to be. The boss stages are ultra chaos in terms of input, which fits perfectly with what's happening in the story at this time. As a certified teen who just completed the game, I probably wouldn't recommend it much earlier unless you're already very into music. Aside from that, you'll really need indecent time and correction, and dexterity. The nature of gameplay means many people will be able to pick it up without too much trouble, but the difficult curse does ramp up fairly quickly. That said, the game really isn't too punishing when you mess up. You can replay levels as many times as you need to hit the required rank, and for boss stages and particularly thought level there are checkpoints, so you don't have to restart from the beginning every time. You only need a B plus to continue the story, but a lot of players will want to try and C plus everything, do what you will and be happy. Honestly, I ranked the story even higher because of emotional it felt at the time, so that was probably helped along by my rapid heartbeat and feeling ahead. Especially remember feeling dizzy and confused and being disappointed and stressed in Act 7, but realized it was probably exactly how the character felt at this point. The game ability to stamp the emotion of the character onto drawing you into the world in a way that's astounding. It makes each success feel that bit more important and where you miss it, bit devastating. Thank you for watching guys and hope you see you later my friends. Goodbye.